Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are going with episode number 54 of the Fiorentina Career Mode. And to start with, we have changed the formation. This is the formation I'm going to be starting the season with. I don't know how well we're going to do. We're actually going to do that because Stones is quicker. We're playing a 3-5-2 and Kolasinac, by the way, can play centre back. He could anyway. But this is the formation we're going with, and the players that we need to look to bring in just before we start going into any transfer dealings, which is what we're doing this episode. I need a backup centre back. All we have is Hueng, who I think wants to leave, so maybe one or two new centre backs as backup. And also I want a new CDM to replace Borja Valero, who will be being sold because he's older. We're also selling Rossi, and we may end up selling Hueng's son if we can get a really good offer for him, because I would like to bring in someone who's an actual cam, and Son isn't, and I just don't really want to fit him into this team. Obviously the team is Robin and Remy, which is the reason we're playing 3-5-2, is because I want Robin and Remy as a striker, but I also want the left mid and right mid. And I don't like playing like the 4-2-4 or something, so I've got quite a few players on the shortlist. I'm not going to go through every single one individually, but the first position that I really think we need to look into is centre-back, because we're low. There's a lot of centre-backs here. You can kind of just pause the screen if you want to see. This shortlist is pretty big today. The sort of players I want is someone like Magnoli, Regani, Umtiti, Ginter. You know, straight away I want Regani. He looks cheap and he looks decent, to be fair, and he's someone that I just need to bring in as backup for Hoedes and John Stones if they get injured. I mean, look, he's going to go for a little bit of money. So to start with, I'm not going to go in with too much. We're just going to go in with 3.5 million. Obviously they are rivals, so they may want an absolute ton. Now the wage budget, as you can see, is not, we haven't got a crazy budget, but the good thing is I do want to sell on a few players that are worth big money. So we'll listen to offers for Hueng's son, and we'll listen to offers for Rossi and also Carrillo. So they're three players that I'm more than happy to sell, which means we get a lot of money for them. And also, I mean, the wage budget's more or less going to be like 22 million. So we haven't got like a shit ton of money here, but we've got a decent amount. And this could be a long episode, guys. I do want to get through most of this window in this episode. They've accepted straight away 3.5 million for Daniel Regani, which is surprising considering they are rivals of us. And he will be a squad rotation player, but I would really like to get him in. He'd just be a great signing straight off the bat. Someone who can probably grow a little bit. Obviously, our Champions Cup objective I didn't show you was the quarter-final, and domestic was win the cup, so we can get rid of that now and move on. Also, Fabregas was wanting to leave, so he's on the shortlist, but it looks like he wants to stay at Chelsea. And Hueng's son here, 17.5 million. I'm going to go with a crazy counter offer just because I know Bayern Munich have the money. So £40 million would be a very nice profit on Son. Obviously, we didn't sign him for that much, but if we are going to sell him, I do want to get a decent amount of cash for him. And look at that, we've already signed Daniel Regani straight away. He's just a great player, more of a rotation player, but that's what we need, is we need squad depth, and he is just going to be the perfect sort of player for squad depth. Okay work rates, decent weak foot, nice and tall as well. He will fit straight into the team. And the problem is, obviously, we don't have any other centre-backs. We have him and Hueng, who I think wants to leave, so I won't be surprised if he wants to leave. If he does, we'll probably go looking elsewhere for another centre-back. We might even just bring in another centre-back anyway. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I also do want to go and put in some more offers. Someone that I really do want is Raheem Sterling. I know Liverpool fans will not be happy with that idea. I want him to be my Carrillo replacement. Now, he could be expensive, so I'm not expecting to get him easily. So Carrillo is worth 14 million. I reckon if we maybe just offer Liverpool that plus 3.5 million, we could potentially get Sterling, which would be just such a great signing. He's a really good right midfielder. I know he's listed as a cam, but that's not too much of a worry. And also CDM wise, my main target is Verratti and Pastore. I know Doc Landers has just signed Verratti in this Torino Career Mode, but who cares? Him and Pastore. Now, I know Verratti, he's just so expensive, but he's so good. Like, look at that. He's worth so much. I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. He's the one player I really want, but more than that, I actually do want Pastore a lot more than him. I love Pastore, and it looks like we could potentially get this guy cheap. I'm going to go with a first, just a cheeky bid of like 10 mil. Just to see. I mean, that would be very ridiculous if we could get Pastore just for 10 million euros, which I doubt will happen, to be honest with you, but This could be like a 20 to 30 minute episode, I'm not too sure. 21 million, no, I'm not accepting 21. If you can give me 32, 33.5, I will take that, because we do need the cash if we're selling Son, because I do want to bring in someone like Kevin De Bruyne if Son leaves the club, so it would be very decent. Right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I wasn't expecting much from the Pastore deal. Just wanted to kind of test the waters. I mean, straight away, how much is the dude Borja Valero? He's worth 11 million. So maybe if we do that plus 5, that would just about peak his valuation. I mean, he's on such high wages, Pastore. That's the problem with him. And we're not interested in the player, and the cash amount on its own is not enough. So that could be an issue. And we're going to have to wait until we can sell someone. So hopefully someone comes in with an offer for Rossi or Carrillo or someone. 24. See, could we use Human Son in a deal for De Bruyne? That's what I want to know. I want to go in for that first before accepting any offers for Human Son, because we need to we haven't got much money, so we need to work with what we've got. And De Bruyne, he's going to be worth a ton of money, isn't he? You can just kind of tell already that he's going to be worth a fair bit. 24 plus 7.5. That might be good enough for Wolfsburg. I doubt it, but we'll see. I mean, we could use him in the deal for Sterling. We could. I don't know. I mean, we could also use him in the deal for Verratti in that instance as well. But I know Verratti is just going to be too much for us, even with like that, which is like 35 million. Just don't think PSG will accept that. It's going to be difficult, guys, because I don't just want to accept a low ball offer. Like, I want to get my money's worth out of these players if we're going to be selling anyone. I want Rossi to leave, and that's something that I'm worried. Wow, they've actually accepted that. Okay, that's very surprising, actually. Wolfsburg have accepted for De Bruyne, which would be one hell of a signing, that's for sure. So that could be the signing of the summer, guys. De Bruyne is incredible. If you increase his cash to 54 million plus Human Son, no, that's definitely not happening. There is no freaking way we are doing that. Like, I am sorry, but that is ridiculous. Wow. Wow. PSG, wow, that is ridiculous. 54 plus Son, that equals about 70 million for Verratti, which is quite ridiculous. Player returns from injury, so Hakan Çalhanoğlu's back, which is good news. That could be a difficult deal to go for. The one I want, though, is Blinken, Sterling. I mean, even if we offer this, I know they said they weren't interested, but let's just see if they are, if the cash sum goes up, because this could be difficult, guys. We're having to play hardball with a lot of these clubs, and we've actually got De Bruyne, which is one hell of a signing. I do not believe we just brought Kevin De Bruyne into Fiorentina. Look at him. He is just ridiculous, if I can get to him. He can play left mid and right mid, and he's got 5-star weak foot and 4-star skills. That is just one incredible signing. I'm so pleased with that. I wasn't expecting to get him either. The main position now really is CDM. Like, right mid looks to be a bit of a problem. And I really want Sterling in that right mid position. I kind of set my heart on getting Sterling. But this is decent. If Man United can get us up to 20 million for Carrillo, I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to sell Carrillo in a straight swap. To get Sterling, we're probably going to have to offer 20 plus million up front. 16.5. Meet me halfway, Man United. Meet me halfway. 19 million. Or maybe 18.5. Because I do need to get rid of him, and in the end we didn't pay that much for him in the first place, so that's fine. And no one's come to us and said they want to leave yet, which is nice. Let's see what we can do in this game. But yeah, really happy so far. De Bruyne and Regani into the team, which is very decent, and Rossi's back, so hopefully offers start coming in for him, because I do want to get rid of Rossi this season, otherwise he's going to be worth jack shit. And with Robin now, he's lost his place. 16.5. I'm just going to accept it. That's a decent enough offer for Carrillo. And with that money that we get from Carrillo, we can put that into the Sterling deal. Because we are going to have to pay probably about £20 million up front, minimum, to get Raheem Sterling into this team. So it is a lot of money. But I think for Sterling, it's worth it. You know, he's a great young player. He will grow as well in this final season. And we've sold Carrillo, which is good. So Carrillo has now left the club, which is a shame because he's been so good for us. But I'm going to go in with just an offer of 20 million up front. Like, I just have this awful feeling that it's not enough. Rugani wants to play. Let him play. So, yeah, I think Sterling could be one of them players that is just not going to come to us for any amount of money. And we've got a game coming against Juventus that I'm not going to play in this episode. So, that was before. Monthly scouting report. No one really too incredible apart from this guy who could be decent. I mean, this is probably not going to work, guys, just because we are in the last season. So, it's not going to do too much. And good, Rugani, good. So the team's looking decent. John Stones is up to an 84, which is nice. Doesn't look like we're going to get too much more done. You know what I'm feeling here? Do we just offer all of our money to Sterling? Because don't forget, we've still got Rossi to sell, which is another good 20 million. So, I don't know. I'm stuck what to do there. We'll see more in the next episode. And a Rossi offer has come in. Now, 19 million is not bad, but I do want to get at least 25 for Rossi. He's been great, but he's not going to grow much more. That's the thing. I can't be too cheeky with the offer, and I want to sim this game so bad, but it's important. It's a Super Copper, which we will play in the next episode. I won't play it in this episode just because this episode will be mad long. But you can see already, oh my god, Hesse's up to an 85. And Robin actually went down on overall, by the way, which kind of sucks. John Stones has gone up. I will just quickly show you that Robin went down. He came into the club, and as soon as it went into Season 3, he actually went down on overall, which is a bit of a shame. You can see Hesse is now an 85, which is mad. And John Stones is mad as well. I mean, De Bruyne, he's already improving, which is just fantastic. And you can see Iron Robin did go down one, but he'll be fine this season. You know, if we were here for more than 1 or 2 seasons, I probably wouldn't get rid of him. But I mean, next episode, guys, I think the real thing to do is to try and get a CDM. I might put an offer in for one that we've got here. So we've got Mbula, Gias, Del Prete. This guy actually won. He looks like he could be decent. He's just a very cheap player, but we'll just offer up 1 million for him. He's 67 rated, but he's 19, and I think he could grow. He might even be Perlo's regen. So yeah, but CDM wise, like Fabregas said he wanted to leave. I mean, Gundogan or Strootman, someone like that's who I want in the middle of the park. But I just don't know. So we'll try Valero again plus sort of like 20 million for Gundogan. We're just going to put in a load of offers before the episode's out. Well, we're probably just only going to put in that offer, really. Maybe an offer for Cesc. No, that's just too much for someone like Cesc. Anyway, guys, we will get back to that in the next episode, which will probably be a post-commentary, so we can get like more transfers done, because I don't want to make this video extremely long. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed, if we can smash over 5 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you guys in the next episode very soon.